Our guest today is probably the most significant guest, the most special guest we can have on the show. I introduce to you, Big Martin.
I'm a little bit nervous. I've never experienced the shit I was going through and went down a little bit of a downhill slope. Our connection hasn't been on from my actions and behaviors.
I think it's so hard to be a young man in this world. How do you be disciplined but still try to enjoy the things in life?
Martin's got some work on. What has been your favorite podcast guest?
Ooh, I had a feeling the sun was coming. No way he's thinking of Joe thinking getting a study. Hey, bro, that's clipped, bro. You're joking. Is it what you expected after 1 year?
Say I'm 25 and you're 29, 28. And we watch back to the first year. But this is beautiful.
Will you come back?
Do I think I'll be back?
Kia ora everyone, Zach and Jake here from The Martin Show. Just a friendly reminder to please subscribe to our channel. It helps the channel more than you know, and it gives us more opportunity to be able to bring great guests.
We appreciate all the love we have received in 2024. 2025 is going to be a massive year. Enjoy all the episodes coming up, whānau. Much aroha.
To the moon. One year team since we began The Martin Show. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone before we dive into this episode who has supported us and who hasn't supported us. I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, I still feel like we're starting. Our guest today is probably the most significant guest, the most special guest we can have on the show. It's bloody half the show itself. I introduce to you, Jake Martin.
Who's back, baby?
Who's back, baby?
Who's back? You know what I mean? A little bit sunburned, a little bit of this, that, but we are back. Happy to see you all. Happy to be back, whānau. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest, today.
Bro.
Me and Zaki were just saying it feels a little bit strange. For the last 4 months, I haven't been here. I've been behind the camera, but I haven't actually been, in front of the camera talking. But yeah,
welcome
it's good
back
to be back
to the show. Welcome back to your show, bro.
Thank you, Dougal.
It's pretty buzzy, eh?
It is buzzy. 1 year, G.
1 year.
1 year, bro. It's gone so fast. I was just talking to the boys, telling them it's our 1 year.
Bro.
And it's like...
You know what else is crazy? I've just got like a zap of energy now.
Yes.
I feel good now.
As soon as we get into it, we'll be sweet.
How does it feel, bro? How does it feel being back?
It feels good. Like I said, I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest. I haven't been in front of the camera, but it feels good, G. I feel like it's the right time.
Yeah.
I feel like I've tried to come back on 12 times. You know what I mean? I've tried to come on 12 times, cancelled. Nah, I'm not feeling up for it, Zaki. Next week rolls on, I'm not feeling up for it again. 4 months later, we're back. Bro, you know exactly what I mean.
Yo, it's been about 4 months, eh? Yeah.
Well, I hopped off September, I think.
Quick before we dive in as well, shout out to Rico Behrman.
Shout out to my brother. Yeah.
We'll get the bro back on. We had a whole full episode.
We had a full episode shot and then Jakey disappeared.
Yeah, you know what? Disappeared's a good word. Where you been, bro?
I just want to say before this episode, this episode will be very vibrant in some aspects, but I feel like it'll be like a therapy session for me and Zach. Because me and Zach actually haven't had a conversation before we talk about everything lately. That's another thing we've put off. Zach got angry at me the other week because I put it off again. But we haven't even had a conversation about our life, the Martin Show, where I've been. So this is kind of basically it, but it's just in front of cameras.
Because they're hard conversations to have. And each family, even non-family, every business, friends, colleagues, whatever, they will understand as well. They will struggle to have that conversation that you're trying to put off. And I've been trying to have it. And I know it hasn't been received. But even there's a part of me that doesn't want to have it too. But I know it's just got to have it. You got to have it. And then you end up moving. Guarantee you, bro, after this kōrero, I reckon we'll move a step ahead, if not 5 steps
I feel
ahead.
like the last 2 weeks we have. But the 2 weeks before that, we took 10 steps behind due to my reasons. But to answer your question, where I've been, I just haven't really been present within myself, I feel like. I haven't been there within myself. I've given up to life's vices, I feel like, and went down a little bit of a downhill slope, as you call it. And I don't want to get into that too much, but I just didn't really want to be on a podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like people listen to a podcast to be inspired, to be entertained, or to learn something.
Yo.
But I wasn't even inspiring myself. I couldn't even entertain myself. You know, I was in a rut of life.
Yo.
And the last thing I wanted to do was like be on a podcast saying this and that when like, you know, I'm out living another life really. You know, not staying true to my word, true to myself. That's not really like who I am. So I took a step away.
Absolutely.
I made the call. I remember telling you like, you were actually pushing it. You were like, gee, I'm shooting a pod this week. And I remember coming here, bro. And like, we're on our way. Like, I was going to shoot a pod, G. And I was just like, I've never experienced the shit I was going through. It was just a buzzy time. And I remember driving here and then I was like, nah, Zachy, I don't want to do it today. I don't know who it was. Paulie. Yeah. Shout out to the brother Paulie.
Paulie Roach.
But shout out to all the guests that I've missed out on. I've met you all. I've met most of you. But I've just been watching you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember driving here, bro, and just like turning around home and I just like didn't want to be here. I didn't want to be anywhere.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? It was a weird time in my life.
And you know what I love about it though? I think I'm very proud of you for being honest with yourself though, and being honest with me as well. Being like, nah, Zachy, like I can't be in front of the camera. I don't want to be in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. What do you feel? Because I feel like you've like made like since 2025, we're only about a month in, but I feel like you've made progress in the last month.
Massive progress, G.
What made you realize, bro? It's a buzzy question, but what made you realize like, man, I need to sort my shit out. I got to change some things.
Well, bro, I feel like just everything stemmed from me was alcohol. And I think it was the way I was drinking, you know? Like I'd start off on Friday, let's say, and I would drink till all weekend. And then that would affect me for 3 days. And I didn't want to go and win in life. It was affecting the way I operated, everything. Bro, I didn't want to go into conversations with people because I was just like in a rut, bro. It stemmed from that. And I was so aware of this the whole time, G. That's the crazy thing, eh? Like you're aware of it, but you don't like act on it.
Yeah.
And then, so I was driving down to Cora Classics, bro. And I was like it wasn't my favorite drive in life, you know? I was on my own coming to meet you guys. I was a little bit dusty from like a few days before. And I was like thinking, it was the new year. And I think it was like, I don't know, the 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, bro.
And I was like, shit, this is my last send, G. Oh, like this week, I'm going to like go to this send. Next week, I'm going to be on for Fisher because I know we were shooting content and stuff. But then like, as soon as Monday came for Fisher, I like flipped the switch.
Bro, you did.
But I know, G, I'm capable of it.
Yeah.
G, like, I was like, nah, I'm not being a little idiot that I've been doing, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just a few changes.
Yeah.
So it was literally a few changes, change of mindset. Because I feel like I've always wanted to win, but I didn't want to win for those 3 months, G. I didn't want to win. I didn't want to succeed. I wasn't thinking sharply. I wasn't, wanting to be the best version of Jake. And I was okay with that at that point. I was like accepting it.
Yeah.
So yeah, a few weeks ago, I just made the call, G. 2025, I wrote down all my goals, and I wrote down all my goals like really like up here.
Yeah.
Like the financials, like fitness goals, personal goals. Like I wrote down, I want to play at my first show for DJing.
Yeah.
I want to be a sole contractor and completely on my own with you. Just like crazy goals that like heaps of underlying things. I want to get in the best shape possible.
Yeah, bro.
But like there's heaps of things underlying that, right? Like discipline, nutrition.
That was going to be my next question, was like, how do you feel like you need to not achieve those goals, but like, how do you feel like you got to stay in this mindset, in this like, oh, I want to go get it. I've set the bar here now. This last month has been great. I have made a couple changes. How do you not got to go back down? Because you're still going to get those bad days. Those bad days will come regardless. But
had them in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. But how do you feel like you got to stay here?
To be completely honest, for me, alcohol.
Yeah.
I'm just being completely honest. Staying in like training. Training's massive for me. So like getting up and do something hard straight away sets up my day. So that's why I started 75 Hard. So I'm on 75 Hard day 12. It's got, well, I'm calling it Huckle Pass Hard. There's a few rules changed, but one cheat meal a week, that's for content, there's that. But bro, just literally staying consistent, staying true, stop lying to myself, the little things every day. Like when I write my to-do list for the day, make sure I do it. And if I don't do something because something else pops up, all good. But just habits, bro.
Yeah.
Habits. And then a massive one for me this year is like connection. So like true connection with people, that could be with you, that could be with mom. Because our connection was like severed last year, I feel like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's like got to be rebuild.
Oh my God.
And it won't take long to rebuild.
Nah.
But it's more like you always say, it's more like a trust thing from me to you.
Yeah.
From like me proving to you because I've, lied constantly and not showed up and this and that. So connection and with other people, going out there, meeting new people, networking. That's what we're doing with this.
Yeah, bro.
That's what I think is the best thing, G, of this is networking.
Oh my God.
Building our name, building our personal brand.
I've said this to you a lot, and it is, you said the word before, but like the word discipline's massive, bro. For you, it's just like,
in all facets.
Yeah, just committing to the thing. It might even be like let's go get a cheat meal and committing to that, not being like, oh no, let's go to Hong's on Friday and then, I don't know, do the thing you say you're going to do.
Discipline's hard, bro.
Hard, bro.
And it's like an everyday thing because you've always, like, life's temptations are always there, G.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like last night, getting asked to go to Eli Brown. You know what I mean? Or like you're at home and you look in the fridge, G, and there's like a freaking leftover apple pie or something. And you're like, I know I shouldn't eat this, but then your brain says like, maybe I can fit it in my calories. Yeah. Or like that extra bit of QP, bro. You shouldn't be doing it, but you're doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like,
it's so
those
true.
little things, G.
It's
constant
thing.
as well. It's like every day.
Thing, bro.
I shouldn't be playing Fortnite at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yo.
Or like, little things. I should be reading at this time or learning something.
Yeah.
But I'm like screaming at Potama.
Nah, well, I've been seeing it a lot, bro. Like discipline being the greatest form of like self-love. Like
100%.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn that more and more as well.
But you are very disciplined.
Yeah, but my thing is like, you mentioned connection. My thing is you can still be disciplined, but the thing that I want to learn more is like, how do you be disciplined? How do you be disciplined but still try to enjoy the things in life? Do you know what I mean? Like try and enjoy things a little bit more. You can still have that drive and, want to win and succeed and all that sort of stuff, but try and enjoy it a little bit more.
Bro, that comes back to like, how you're on like a mission in life. Sometimes you're not like present in the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Even like, it could be example having dinner at home with mum. Like we're so tired from a day, like say it's been a big day, you're not present, G. You're just like present on your food, present on, but mum's trying to conversate with us or something and you're actually not listening.
Nah.
Like little things like that.
Yeah.
Staying present in interactions, trying to, one thing I was thinking about, like I've been picking up on myself is like my body language when I'm having a conversation with someone.
Yeah.
Or like my phone's there, not going ever on my phone. Or like, bro, I was thinking about it with Rosa, or even I was having breakfast the other day. Like we're sitting at Studio Box. You know how you're sitting face to face with each other, but your face this way, like your legs over the thing like that?
Yeah.
That shows kind of like you're not interested in them. So you like look face to face with them.
Yeah, bro.
Little things like that, like
subtle changes.
Changes, but you're aware of it. That's good,
God.
which is good.
I'm fully giving you my attention right now.
All day.
It's as a sign of respect as well, Nah, I love it, brother. I want to go into some of those goals, but more so around the pod. I guess 1 year. It's pretty crazy. Where do you think it's at? Is it what you expected after 1 year? Maybe that's a good question.
Bro, to be honest, I didn't like expect anything, bro. I just knew in my head, I didn't expect anything, G. Like I never look at it and I'm like, wow, like we're doing good. Like I don't look at it and I'm like, I just keep like, we're just keeping on going. Like what we did when we started. I didn't expect to have, to meet the people we've been meeting. We just had Joe Damon on. We got heaps of big guests coming on. No, I didn't really expect anything of it, but it's been beautiful.
Yeah.
I think from when we started at our house, in our lounge, bro, like going back on those videos, AG, like what the heck? Sure, you do a bit of study before, you set up a pod. You know what I mean?
Bro, crazy.
But it's been beautiful. I've enjoyed the process. And I think since I left, you've kicked off, G. And I think the thing is like the mahi you put in, and then also like the weekly guests. Because you could even ramp it up to like 2 weeks, 2 times a week.
Yeah.
But that's, at the moment, one's heaps. One's heaps. But ever since you took over as well, gee, crazy. Being here in NZ Motors, got like a whole set now.
Yeah.
Pretty grateful for the bro Yas. So
absolutely. Shout out to NZ Motors.
And like, bro, look at these Esky boys, bloody mics.
Bro, supporters. Really.
Shout out to the boys.
Yeah, but that's another thing, bro. A lot of it is, it's not what you know. It's a lot of it is who you know, man.
That's what I've taken the most from this, G. It's like
people.
Connection. The people we've met, G. Like, it's actually crazy. But you imagine in another year and you open the other doors of those people.
Oh my God.
Bro, from all areas of life. We had a gang member on.
Yeah.
Bro, and like people have a perception of Kalen. Bro, he was the man, G.
Beautiful.
Loved him.
Yeah.
A sex therapist. Bro, when I was listening to your episode, G, I was like, what the frick? I got to sort my shit out. You know what I mean, G? Like, I was like, I gotta sort my stuff out.
I'll tell you.
But let me ask you: has it been what you expected?
Yeah, I don't know if I had any expectations as well. I guess what I've learned is that it's a lot harder than what you think it's going to be. I get like, and I'm just not mean just like the podcast. I'm talking like any sort of success. Like it's going to take a lot longer than you ever think it will. I thought this, like when we started, bro, I guess my expectations, this is actually an expectation. I was like, man, I think we're going to crack it straight away. Like what I've learned over time is, man, it's going to take time.
Absolutely.
You just got to keep getting better, keep meeting the right people, the people that can help, and staying consistent. Like we went weekly episodes, I don't know how long ago now, and I think that's helped us heaps.
Absolutely.
Now it's like for us, I think a big thing as well as what we could work on even more is like being on the same page.
That's what I was just about to say. Like,
and it was I guess a bit harder when, my bro wasn't there.
I was hiding.
But being on the same page is a massive work on for us.
And I think that stems from like behind the camera and our actual life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like being on page. Because I feel like when you're not on, or when I'm not on, a part of you's not on, or it affects you, but you still keep trooping. You still keep getting it done. And it affects our connection. Like we're in front of the camera now, but our connection has been like, hasn't been on, G.
Absolutely.
As brothers. Me and Zach are like normally, we're brothers. You know what I mean? We're brothers. But I'm not going to lie to you or this and that. Our connection hasn't been on from my actions and behaviors. Bro, even my relationship with mum.
Yeah.
Like, I lost the trust. I lost the respect from both of you.
Yeah, bro.
Which I think it was. Trust, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's the worst two things, I feel like.
Oh my God.
So I think it stems from outside and then it all rolls into here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've said this from day one, G. I'll never be on a podcast or I'll always be myself, bro.
All day.
Always. Even like I'd be myself everywhere. I'll try my best to be myself and it won't change in front of the cameras. But not being myself, if I'm lying or like not proving it out there or not showing what it is, basically.
Yeah.
But bro, I'm keen.
Do you feel like you had to go through all of that?
Bro, when I take a step back and look at it, G, I feel like every young male goes through a phase in their life, G, where you're a little bit like lost. You're a little bit lost. And I'll look back at that time and be so like, I'm happy that I went through it because I know now I never will ever go back there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll never ever, because I know what gets me there to that place, And I know obviously there'll be trials and tribulations in life all day, but I know that I'll be strong enough to get through it.
Bro, it's great that you've even opened up about that here, about the whole, like I feel like you're taking a lot of accountability.
No,
a lot of ownership.
I remember you saying like, is there anything off the table today? I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah, bro, nah. I appreciate that a lot. I didn't think you'd be that honest.
Nah.
Because it takes a lot
All day.
to own your own shit. And I don't think at the end of last year you were.
Nah, G.
You know, but that's why I guess I'm a little bit shocked in the most beautiful way.
Yeah. Nah. I don't want it to be like deep as well.
Yeah.
That's not my...
Nah, bro.
But I just, I think honesty and people can take what they want from it. Because I feel like, everyone struggles, bro. And everyone's out there like on their hustle, on their grind. And I can only speak being a young male. You do feel alone. Bro, you do feel pressure. You feel pressure from just society, from other men. You look around. I feel like, because if you want to achieve something in this world, the constant thought is like what you don't have. You know, like what we don't have. Why don't we have a sponsor? Or, you know, it's why don't I have a six-pack? Eat better food. You know, the constant thought is what have, and we put pressure on ourselves all the time. All the time. So yeah, just keep walking, I reckon.
Bro, that's one of my biggest lessons even already into 2025. Like, I always knew it was hard. Hopefully the ladies aren't listening are going to tell me, oh my God, shut up. But bro, I think it's so hard to be a young man in this world, a man in this world now, currently. Like, bro, I even look at, I'll bring it up, bro, like the bro Hakarai Wilson.
Crazy.
Like, crazy, bro. Like, you know, there's someone who you think that's solid, that's got, you know, that's got the world at his fingertips, and then there's just, is it the pressure of life?
The pressure of life, 100%.
And bro, I've even been feeling it hard at the beginning of this year, like with mom, and I didn't expect it to go that deep straight away. But bro, being a young man is hard. It's not easy, but it's also like, so what as well? Like, what you know, as you said, everyone's going through their own struggles. How do we find the enjoyment? How do we find those joyful moments that bring the best moments in your life every day? How can you find like 3 of those great moments? How do you achieve those? Who are the people that give you that? What are the things that you're doing that give you that? You know, and so bro, I feel like I'm in a massive transformative part of my life too, where one of my biggest learnings is learning to say no to certain things and learning to say yes to certain things as well, navigating those spaces. Because I feel like, and you know this as well, but when you're boxing a lot, you say no to everything. You say no to everything. And that's cool. But I also want to be a little bit more of a yes man this year. You know, like,
opening up. And I feel like that comes down to connection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Opening up to people. Woman more. That's a massive one for me and UG.
Absolutely.
But doesn't need to be spoken about today. Like, bro, this ain't, you know, like, say no counseling sessions about relationships.
Should we bring the sex therapist back on?
The bar's got some work-ons.
Bro, you got some work-ons.
But back to the pressure of life. On the contrary, there is, you know, people are more fortunate than others. But I feel like here in New Zealand, like, there's no excuse not to go and achieve your shit. You know, because there's so much opportunities out there. And that's my best. That's my work on this year. Whatever I'm feeling, just go and get it, no matter what.
Yeah, bro.
Because like, at the end of the day, no one's like there to help you, G.
No.
Bro, like all day. And I actually, I vent with people now when they feel alone or whatever, because you feel like you have no one to talk to. You feel like you have no one to open up to. You feel alone, G. But that's just the way life is, I guess. You know, it's a tough world, but it's also beautiful, G. And I'm looking through another lens, bro, at the moment. I love it.
Both pretty in like transformative periods of our lives, eh?
Yeah. Bro, I was thinking this year I'm 23. Yeah, Gee, that sounds weird, eh?
Wow.
That doesn't, like 22's like, like still young. Like 23 sounds like I gotta wake up.
Grow up, bro.
Grow up, bro. Nah. But I got a question for you.
Actually, nah, never, G. We're forever kids.
Yeah,
bro, I'm 26. I'm 20, like I'll be 26 the week or a couple of days after this thing.
Wow.
26, bro.
Gee, already a month into Jan? Buzzy. Question. What has been your favorite podcast guest?
Ooh, I had a feeling this one was coming. It's hard to pick one. It's hard to pick one person.
Okay.
So
give me three.
Yeah. I'll give you three. Okay. Bro. And for different reasonings, Dan Ridgely and Joe Damon were my favorite in regards to, because they're like almost 30 now. So they're a few years older than me, and they've walked what I'm currently walking in. So I could relate to a lot of the things that they were talking about. So I learned the most from them in that way. But my favorite in regards to when I left the room and I was like, holy shit, bro, that was beautiful, was Paulie Roach and Kaylin Morris, Uncle Ling.
Wow.
They were when I walked out of the room, I was like, man, it was that the confirmation to me, like, nah, keep walking there, Zach.
Yeah.
Like people love that. They'll take value from that. They'll feel something. They'll laugh, hopefully. But they will, hopefully it changes their lives too and in some way. The thing for me though, bro, like going off that is I want to learn how to, and I don't know really how I'm going to navigate this, but I just want to give more this year. And when I say give more without the need for anything in return, but you know, when you give something, but then in the back of your mind, you're like, what are you going to do for me? Like, what is it? Like the transaction? Is it money? Like, what is it? I want to get to a place where I can just give and not even think about that.
That's a good
It's the
gesture.
thought. It's like the thought in the back of my mind, like, yo, I've just done you a favor. 3 months time, you better bloody pick me up. Or, you know, it could be something stupid.
Bro, giving can be in all facets.
Absolutely.
Energy.
Time.
I feel like the most important is like your energy, your good wairua.
Yeah.
One conversation with someone can
Bro.
change, or you've given them more than whatever they wanted, you know?
For sure. But it's also protecting the energy too.
Yeah, for sure.
And saying, what are you saying yes to and what are you saying no to?
Yeah.
Just being mindful of that. Because even another thing, bro, is understanding like what I give, you know, the owning or understanding your own value, your own sense of worth.
Yeah.
It's a massive learning for me, bro. And so it is being not selective in a way, but yeah, I guess you could say selective. Nah, I'm not going to give my time into that because it doesn't fill me or fulfill me the same way that it may used to.
Yeah.
Like,
and that happens as you grow, eh?
it does,
you know,
bro.
certain
It does.
jobs,
Absolutely.
relationships,
Yo.
people come and go. So it does change.
What about you? Favorite episode for you?
Favorite episode? Well, I've missed half of them, but nah. My favorite episode, we're just talking on the way. I'd say the Esky Boys. Shout out to my uncles. Bro, my favorite ep, G. We shot it at Crown. And I just love those boys, G. Like,
Bro, I watched it last night.
yeah, Zaki. That's how the conversation came out. Zaki was watching with Keegs.
Mike and Rose like, God, you lads, that's
Bro,
crazy.
love them. So I'd say that. Bro, honestly, every guest we've had on's been awesome.
Beautiful.
Bro, my brother Tane came on.
Bro.
Bro, the ones with you I love. Bree Barrett. Bro, I remember Bree Barrett came in, G, and I was just sitting there like, looking at her. I told her this. I was like, far. Like, she just spoke to us, eh?
Yeah, bro.
But as a female coming into our house, she spoke very proudly of herself, which I loved.
But thinking of like, that's 1 year, you know, a few guests. Bro, I'm also pretty excited for the next year, eh? Like the next sort of 2 months lines worth of guests, or maybe month.
Yo.
Pretty crazy, bro.
Me and Zach haven't even spoke about like what's the plan of this. Like in a way of like, you know, what the structure will look like.
Yeah.
But definitely content's coming out, regardless. Massive guests.
Yo, apart from us being on the same page, what else do you think? Because I've set a pretty high bar at the end of last year's episode. I was like, man, the Biden Show is gonna be the biggest podcast by the end of 2025, end of this year. What else do you think we need to do in order to get there?
I'm trying to act like I'm smart as here. But omnipresent. Did you see that interview that guy where he was like, you want to be omnipresent, you want to be everywhere. So, you know, our thing this year is like, we want to be everywhere. Content, this is one part of the podcast, but like being everywhere with our own brands, like our own people, Zach and Jake, being everywhere with content, like clips, We're going to start vlogging and just like putting yourself out there, showing people who you are. My biggest thing this year is like, I want to get real personal, or like with the modern, obviously people know us more than we know them, right? They see us talking and stuff, but even on like IG and stuff, you know, letting people actually know who Jake is.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how people watch you and love you, is knowing who you are. People might hate you, people might like you or love you, which is, you know, a part of life. And I feel like that's the biggest thing for this is like, yeah, it's beautiful sitting down with you and stuff, but the biggest thing is building what is like, you imagine like sitting here and the people watching that actually view the pod.
Yeah.
One day we'll be, I don't know, you know, talking to these people.
Live shows.
Having events with them, sitting down with people. And then ultimately it's a personal brand. You know, this podcast is us. It's got our name on it. And then one day that's going to turn into, you know, a product or whatever.
Bro, well, actually speaking of product, we're going to be releasing our first little product or service for anyone who wants to learn how to box. We got our first ever beginner's boxing course. So I don't know if it'll be ready when this episode drops, but it will be ready very, very soon. So the first line, the first something is getting released.
See, I just want to say for Zaki, like doing something like that, what he's doing is like, I reckon it's so cool because like what he's talked about, he's trading, he's working and making this video up for people to learn something, but it's like an opportunity for him to work for himself, be paid by you guys to learn a skill. And remember, we said last year, we've never been money driven. We've never been driven by money. But like this year, G, my goal was that.
Yeah.
You know, and doing what you're doing is you're helping people, but you're also helping yourself, which is cool.
Yeah, bro.
And that's the goal.
Yeah, it's for me, one of the things I'm constantly reminding myself is it's not like chasing the money. I'm not like, everyone buy this course now. Like, I am going to market it and probably chuck in some money for advertising. But like, you know, it's not thinking of the money. It's thinking of, again, it comes back to the giving. Like, what can I give to people that I know or that I love, that I'm passionate about, that I have an unfair advantage in? How is it going to, and then how can I be compensated for that?
Provide value,
Bro.
to receive
So it's
it
just
back.
thinking about where the money can come from. Even for this, like I don't even know what's going to be next, the next thing we think of. But we've even been jumping around with different ideas for a lot. We'll keep that to ourselves for now.
Yeah.
But
tune into the My World episodes as well. So we're doing an episode each week. So for example, Joe Damon, we're going into Joe Damon's world. So we could go to a comedy show, golf show, even our previous guest, the Esky Boys, Daniel Ridgely, we're going to go to his gym, train. And I feel like that's how it's going to lift the podcast too. You know, like furthering the relationships with each guest. Bro, you imagine having 100 guests that are like at the top of their field, bro, and you're actually like connected with all of them. Bro, that's how you network.
Yeah, bro.
Which is crazy. So if I need help from Joe and I'm having struggles, you know, I was about to say getting a stiffy. Nah, that might
Joey D, saw your bro out. Nah, no way he's thinking of Joe thinking getting a stiffy. Hey, bro, that's clipped, bro. You're joking. Joey D, my bro loves you, obviously.
But you know what I mean? Like, if I need, it's just.
I love that joke. I actually love that. I love that.
Bro,
I love the concept. I love the concept. Actually, it's crazy because I love that idea of omnipresent. That's cool.
You, the guy that made $5 billion in a year. We watched the School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
And he's talking like, I built the Mercedes. I built the the thing. And he's like, what's the best way in this world to make money? To master sales and marketing and be omnipresent. So like be everywhere. Bro, and like people will get sick of it. Be like sick of seeing our face. People will already be sick of like seeing your face pop up on a clip.
Yeah.
But there will be heaps of people that love it.
Yeah.
Fully, bro. People will be like, wow, is this Zach again?
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
is this Jake?
Bro, I say it to us all the time. Love it, hate it, watch it.
Watch it. People,
watch
and
it.
bro, you want more people to love it than hate it.
All day.
Which people are. So it's doing the right thing. Sorry to cut you off.
No. I love that. But I just want to go back slightly to the story, to the audience knowing your story is Jake, my story is Zach. I remember talking to, speaking of Joe Damon in his episode, and I don't think, like, the audience obviously see us and see the guests that come on and all that sort of stuff, but I don't think like we've been very expressive about our story and what we've been through in order to get to where we are today. And I feel like people, like a lot of people come up and they're like, yeah, you interview a lot of guests and stuff, but like,
They don't
who's
know
Zach?
who we are. Yeah.
Who's Jake? And so maybe that's even some other things for us to think about going forward. Like,
Upbringing,
yeah, bro, it could be anything, but like, who really are you? You know?
bro. And that comes down to the, actually getting to know us.
Yeah,
Because we're sitting here maybe talking about a topic or something.
for sure.
But it's not about ourselves. Well, today's been quite a bit about ourselves, but in present time. So
Yeah, I feel like all your and my episodes, the ones that we were doing, the audience will learn the most about us through those ones.
all day.
Because it is about us. When we've got a guest on, it's about the guest.
Do you know what would be cool? Like when we're like, say I'm 25 and you're 29, 28, and we watch back to the first ep.
Yeah.
Bro, that'll be a buzzy time.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? Because I believe it'll still be going then all day,
All day.
So it's like, see how far we've come, even in a year. Bro, I was just talking to the boys. They were like, bro, has it already been a year?
Yeah.
It's gone so fast, bro.
Crazy.
Um,
And I feel like this next year is probably going to go even faster.
Absolutely.
And I feel like we're just going to keep moving with it.
We were talking about it the other day. Like the days are going so fast. Bro, like the last 3 weeks, they're flowing by. Bro, because your days are just busy, bro. Full of, you just have no time to think.
Yeah.
Bro, that's where I stuff up, bro, when I have time to think.
Yeah.
Where I have time to be on my own. And because I need to be moving, G. I have freaking bad ADHD. So when I'm like sitting still, not doing anything, that's when, you know what I mean? I need to stay moving. But it's good, G. I love it. Finishing the end of the day, you lay your head down, you're like, that was a good day.
Yeah.
That's the best feeling.
You don't have to say the high goals that you were talking about earlier, but any like sort of subpar goals or anything that you want to think of that you'd love to share?
So I think my goals start with being in the best shape possible, right? So 'cause I reckon that sets up everything else in my life. So for me personally, so being in the best shape possible means training hard, eating good food, and that comes down to following, I wrote down like connection, pure connection with people. That's through training, meeting people. And then that follows on to business. That follows on to this. Because when that's not on, this isn't on. You know what I mean? Like when you're not training, you're not operating in this as best you could be. But everyone's different. Everyone else has things that make them tick. But that's what starts, getting in the best shape possible. And then I feel like all the other goals trickle down. But bro, I'm gonna make a video at the end of this year and like write all my goals or like read out all my goals and like hopefully have ticked them off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they're like, for me, I've never written goals like that. I've written pretty high goals.
Yeah, bro.
And when you actually think about it, they're so achievable.
All day.
But it just takes the mahi.
It does.
So yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
Big thing, I think, speaking of that, is because you can have, I've set a high goal for that, but underneath that, it's like, you can have a high goal. One thing I'm learning is like, but what's your standards? So you can set a high goal, but what's the standards as well? So keep setting high standards. So my goal is setting higher standards for myself. Not so much on other people though, not setting high standards on that individual, because that, whoever it may be, that's when I feel like one of my biggest learnings last year was when I get let down, is because I set high standards on them. Not everyone's different. Everyone is different and it's hard. But yeah, setting high standards for myself. I'd love to do a little bit more traveling this year.
Yeah.
Some part in the year.
Bro, Zachy loved Bali, by the way. Zach came back a freaking Balinese, man.
Honestly,
Bro.
do not be surprised, Fano. If the Martin show moves over to Bali for about 2-3 months. You know exactly what I mean.
Yeah, nah. See, bro, I don't know how long we've been talking for, but I'm not saying we're finishing yet, but this is beautiful. bro. I'm
Good to be back.
It's good to be back, bro.
Good to be back.
It's good to be back.
No, do you know what I'm gonna ask? Yeah, I think you might know. Will you come back?
Think you'll be back?
No, straight like.
Do I think I'll be
back?
back? DG, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Oh, 100%. But that's something me and you got to talk about, like in regards to like the structure of it.
Yeah.
Like we've had a few ideas,
Yeah,
but
bro.
I'll definitely be back, G.
You know what?
But it was more just getting myself sorted,
Yeah.
you know, and we've talked about that. But
I love that though. Getting yourself sorted so that you feel like confident enough, or not even confident enough, just knowing that you can share that Jake to the world, eh?
all day.
Because that's the Jake that you love.
bro.
That's the Jake that I feel like everyone loves.
Yeah, G. And when it's, bro, I know I can be a weapon in this world, G. We can. And like, it's just about like, you know, like trusting yourself and then just putting in the work, G. Literally, bro. And it'll pay off.
All day.
It'll pay off. Bro.
Daily, eh?
Every day.
You know, I'll set a new standard here. Ready? I'm gonna clip this. This video, I'm gonna go high. You said high, set the goals high, set the standards high. This video, this clip, gets 1,000 likes, 50 comments. We'll create a segment where Jake is definitely coming back. I don't know how that looks yet. Fire away, mana.
I'm back, baby. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
All day. I'm
All
back.
day.
But yeah, good to see you all again.
Bro, 1 year of the Martin Show,
Good.
Jakey.
Oh yeah, before we actually finish, there's a beautiful Chinese girl sitting behind one of these cameras, and I was just thinking about it at the start, bro. She's here.
Absolutely.
She's always in our lives. I see her more than I see my friends and bro, family basically. So
Poor girl.
shout out to our girl. Shout out to our girl Rosa Guo, Miss Guo. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Big
bro,
part of us.
The
Big
Martin
part of
Show
the
is a 3, literally. It's not just me and Zaki, it's Ms. Guo too. So,
Oh my God.
mana.
That's us.
That's us, baby.
Well done, brother. Well done. Oh, team, that concludes.
Gee,
another
can I
episode.
do the exit?
You do it, G.
Can I do the exit?
Yo.
All right. All right, Martin Show Whānau, thank you for tuning in to our podcast. Jakey's back. I will be back. Please like, comment, subscribe for more videos with me and Zaki. Some massive guests coming up. Let's go, fam. Much aroha. Let's go.
The moon, baby. Kia ora, team.